Hello, fellow cycling fans. I'm George, and welcome to my preview of Tour de France 2025, Stage 20. We're nearing the end, and this is another hard stage close to the Alps, up and down all day long. But before we start talking about that stage, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Less than 10 subscribers needed until my long lasting goal of 1000 subscribers. Thank you for doing that. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss a preview in my channel. So, what happened in stage 19? Well, in the end, it was won by Tiemen Arensman. Can you believe it? He managed to win not from a breakaway, but from a group of favorites. He attacked Vingegaard and Pogacar. None of them wanted to commit to chasing Arensman, and in the end, he managed to stay in front of them by just 2 seconds. Vingegaard in the end outsprinting Pogacar, who kinda tried to win this stage because UAE Team Emirates chased all day long. They chased my pick Roglic for this stage, but in the end they just didn't have strength. Adam Yates was missing in action. Narvaez didn't do a single pull. It was mostly Team Valence controlling the first 3 quarters of the stage. Soler was missing, Sivakov was nowhere, so they look completely spent. Visma Lisa bike also didn't look good. The only rider from Visma doing something is Simon Yates, but he was also under the radar. Then Florian Lipovic probably secures his white jersey in fourth. Another great ride by the German. It is perplexing why he was left alone yesterday. He's doing so good. He should be the de facto leader of this team, yet Roglic is riding his own race. But okay, that is a Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe's problem. Oscar only fifth, then Gal, Johannessen, Healy, Parepanter, another great ride by him, and then Simon Yates. In the GC, that means that Pogacar is now 4 minutes and 24 seconds in front of Vingegaard. This is, I think, the first stage where Vingegaard actually cut his deficit to Pogacar, but it was only for 2 seconds. Lipovic in third and in the white jersey. Oscar only another minute behind Lipovic, who is 11 minutes behind Pogacar. Gal moves 1 place into fifth. Johannessen moves 2 places in front of Vokelan and Roglic, who just called it a day on the final climb. Ben Healy in 8th and then Ben O'Connor in 10th. Jordan Joga probably trying to go in a breakaway tomorrow to try and sneak into the top 10. O'Connor didn't look that great. I expect also Healy to try something. Maybe even Vokelan, Johannessen, Felix Gal. Why not? It is a hard stage and it will be hard to control it. So I expect a bunch of guys in a breakaway. Jonathan Milan secures his green jersey. He just needs to finish this race. Some 80 points in front of Pogacar, and Pogacar all but secures the polka dot jersey. Lenny Martinez once again tried everything he could, but he is still 20 points short of Pogacar. He didn't really manage his efforts properly, and that's why he is at 20 points behind. As I already talked about white jersey, it's a Lipovic in front of Only, but Only can maybe also try to sneak in a breakaway tomorrow. It will be an interesting stage for sure. In the team's classification, Visma Lisa bike extend their lead 24 minutes in front of UAE, so this competition is over, I think. Now, finally, moving on to stage 20, 185 kilometers from Nantua to Pontarlier. We have 4 climbs on today's stage, but as I said, it's up and down all day long. Almost 3000 meters of elevation gain across the stage. First climb is almost immediately after the stage starts. Third category climb some 12 kilometers at around 4%. This is probably where the breakaway will form. Then straight on to the next climb, up and down all day until the hardest climb of the race, some 60 kilometers from the finish. Côte de TC 3.5 kilometers, but at 9%, one of the hardest climbs in the race. And then another rolling terrain. The final climb coming some 25 kilometers from the finish, 2.6 kilometers at 6%, and then a small lump of around 3.5 4 kilometers at 7%. So this is a final kicker, some 10 kilometers before the finish, where we can expect maybe even the winning attack to happen. The weather will once again be miserable. It's going to rain throughout the day in this part of France. It's not going to be hot, some 16 17 degrees Celsius throughout the day, and the wind will be 3 4 meters per second, so above 15 kilometers per hour in some parts, mostly from the northwest, and that means that it will be headwind, but in the final it will be tailwind, so a lone attacker can succeed. So, who are the bookmakers' favorites? Well, obviously, this one goes to the breakaway. Captain America is the number one favorite, but at 9, you can see that it is anyone's stage. He will for sure try to be in a breakaway, but he also had such a hard time during these 3 weeks controlling everything for little track, even going in the breakaways. Wout van Aert will for sure try once again. He didn't help Jonas almost at all during this tour, probably just going for a stage tomorrow. Ben Healy, I think he's for sure trying to sneak in that breakaway. Camperna is a good option, as well as Narvaez and Valens, so maybe we have two guys from Visma, two guys from UAE. Julian Alaphilippe, I would love to see him in this breakaway. Ivan Romeo, Roman Gregoire, I talked about him all throughout the tour, and I think he's been saving himself for this stage, so he is going to be my pick. But of course, I can see Luke Plapp, Nelson Powers, maybe even Mauro Schmid again, someone like Simone Velasco, Thibaut Nice, Bruno Armirail again, Valentin Madua, all those risers, it will be a huge, huge breakaway. But in the end, I expect Roman Gregoire to show everyone that he's been saving himself for this stage and he wins for France tomorrow. That is all for this preview. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you are enjoying this Tour de France. If you did, give me a like. Have a great day, and I will still see if I will manage to do a preview of stage 21, as I have some vacation coming tomorrow, but maybe I can record a preview during the day and then schedule it to be published later after the stage 20. So have a great day. Hope to see you soon for the next race. Bye.